Welcome back to your Caribou Data Science channel. It's time for another update to our Gemini capsule. What's a Gemini capsule? Well, in brief, the Gemini is a light, fast, very simple web protocol. It allows you to, if you know, I have a link. I'll show it to you in a minute, but I also have a link below to my introductory video where I explain in more detail what Gemini really is. Okay, so we're starting a new series tonight. Continue with the same our world and data sets. Has to do with production of fruits and vegetables around the world by country. And these are all listed as per capita, kilograms per capita. So the number of kilograms that the average person in each country is consuming of each one of these fruits or vegetables. Okay. Tonight we're going to look at a data set that includes several different fruits. Actually, about I think it's 10 or 11 different fruits. Okay. So let's take a quick look at the code and see exactly. We're also producing two plots, one for worldwide and one for the U.S. only. Okay. Now let's take a look at some code. Nothing special here. Worldwide food consumption by fruit type, 1961 to 2013. Is it right? Is it 2013? Yes, it is. Okay, good. There of course is the website, the repository of all human knowledge and wisdom. A few libraries. We're going to read a directory, the fruit consumption by fruit type. Okay. Then we're going to come here and we're going to rename some columns. Okay, so you can see we have 9, 10, 11 different fruit types listed. There's 10 fruit types plus another. Then I come down here and I rearrange the columns. Basically what I do, I simply take the other column and move it to the end. So this says start with the first column here, country, and go all the way to dates. Then start with grapefruit, go all the way to plantains, and then have other on the end, okay? Then we're going to come down here, we're going to do something really tricky now. Now we're going to, what is it? So this is what that the first two statements produce. One row for each country, a column for country, a country for code, a country for year, and a column for each fruit. But we want to have so that we have we want to have it so that so we have one row for each country for each year and for each fruit. So that's what we do. This is what the pivot longer command does. It says take all the columns, begin with the apples to others, and then create a row for each one. And any column in it isn't listed here appears as more or less the row name. So in our situation here, country and year are the column or the row names. Country, year, okay? That makes sense. I think it makes sense. It can make sense when you actually solve there. And this is a very powerful feature. It makes it a whole lot easier to plot multi-line charts, okay? So we'll do that. Then we'll come down here, and we're going to do a plot. First, we'll come up here and pull out the data that contains the word for country equals world, and any fruit that's not equal to other. Then we're simply doing a line plot. The collar says create a separate line for each fruit. Then it's just heading information. So let's run this. Let's run our first code up here. Get some summary data. Notice all the NAs. Well, not every country produces every fruit. But you can see this gives us some basic statistics: average numbers, maximums, average number of bananas, 14 kilograms per person per year of bananas worldwide. At a maximum of 457 kilograms of bananas worldwide. Okay? So we're ready for our first plot now. This is worldwide. So now we got a list. You can look here. The blue fruit is is the oranges, okay, the purple food. The brown is bananas and the red is apples. So bananas, apples, and oranges, okay, are the three most consumed fruits worldwide per year, okay? Now I'll come down here. We're going to take a, now we're going to produce the plot for the U.S. Notice I simply changed the country to U.S. and fruit not equaling others. So let's take a look here at this plot here. Now this is a particularly good news for health in the U.S. You can see none of the fruits are increasing, and even here, even like oranges are decreasing, and apples are basically level. So the U.S. is really lagging behind the rest of the world in our per capita consumption per person. Although all the totals, all of us still consuming probably more than the rest of the world. So let's see. So we end up with apples about or with oranges at about 25. So let's see what the world does with oranges. You can see that even though our numbers our kilograms per person per capita is decreasing for oranges in the U.S. Okay, uh, we're still consuming almost twice as much as the world as a whole, which is sort of interesting. Okay, so anyway, that's the two plots for tonight. Some very good basic information here. All right, very good information. Uh, some very basic data wrangling, read data, clean data, plot data. Use dplyr to do to create a pivot longer table. Probably the most useful thing that I showed you today is the pivot long. If you can master pivot longer and pivot wider, you're going to be able to do a lot. You can be able to work with a lot of data. A lot of data. Okay. You'd be surprised how much that works. All right. So anyway, thanks so much for stopping by this latest Gemini Capsule update. I'll be sure there'll be a link in the description uh, to both to the introductory video and to the web browser I use or the Gemini browser I use on Windows, and to my Gemini Capsule, and to the site that hosts my Gemini Capsule. You can go to gemlog.blue, get your own Gemini Capsule for free. Okay. You know, one of the beauties of Gemini is that there's no tracking. Okay, there's no tracking. Okay, the only way someone's going to know if you're out there if you tell them. I explain that again in introductory videos. Anyway, so thanks so much for your time, and we'll catch you on tomorrow when we continue to explore this data set. Okay, and we'll look at the top 5 countries in terms of per capita uses. All right. Thanks so much for your time. We'll catch you on a later report. Okay, let's come back over here now. Let's get all of our code back down in here. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, I didn't realize you were still there. Let's take a. You saw me just create the Gemini page. Let's see how it looks. Worldwide fruit consumption by fruit type, 1961 2013. Here's our lovely data set. Um, software, to recreate plot. Here's our code. Worldwide fruit consumption by type. Right. U.S. fruit consumption by type. Okay, so you can see resources, code, and so forth. Question, comments, click there, put in an issue ticket. Okay, so this is it. This is all she wrote. This is Gemini Web. Okay, this is Gemini Web. This is all there is, and there ain't no more. But you know what? It's really kind of fun to completely think in a different way about the code and about the data. You know, the images are still here. They're just not embedded. You can have a video as long as you as long as you have your as long as you got a link someplace in a library and it direct you someplace to store it. Okay. So anyway, thanks so much for stopping by and spend time with me. By the way, don't forget to click the like button and the share button and share this video on Gemini Web with one person today. All right. Thanks so much for your time.